Monaco is an unusual place to build a television station. It's small, precise, designed. Nothing here is accidental. And that makes it the perfect place to look at what modern broadcasting can become. Because here in a country of 39,000 people, a national broadcaster was launched in just 7 months, and it works differently. And this is our next story. I'm travelling to TV Monaco today to train their teams on nxtedition, but what I really want to understand is something broader. What happens when you build a broadcaster today without carrying the weight of legacy that most broadcasters inherit? Because TV Monaco didn't modernise an existing operation, they started modern. There's a kind of engineered calm here. The city still stacks upwards and the space is precisely moved. The movement through it feels very tightly organised. And that sense of efficiency appears inside the broadcaster itself. Small teams, tightly connected workflows, very little visible friction, which in television is unusual. So TV Monaco launched in 2023 as the national broadcaster for Monaco, and everything here was put together in 7 months. Across the newsroom, something becomes clear very quickly. There are surprisingly few systems visible, yet stories, media, edits and publishing are all flowing through the same environment. And that simplicity was designed very deliberately. Here is CTO of TV Monaco, Sylvain Bottari.
This tool is story-centric. That's, again, very important for us as we are a 360-degree media. And building news program every day is very important for us as a live production for the traditional linear broadcasting, and nxtedition does that very well. But also with that tool that we can address all the other digital networks that we have, social media, podcasts, and our digital platforms, TVMonaco.com and the app. Yeah.
So there's 6 edit suites here at TV Monaco. I'm sitting here in edit 3. You can see we have nxtedition open here on the edit station. Also, we have Premiere Pro here, so you can send a file directly just by right-clicking it and exporting it to Premiere Pro. You can also bring that file here into the source edit and or even drag and drop it into the actual edit, in fact, if you really want to. And then this can then be sent as a timeline directly into Premiere for them to do all the color correction and the audio mixing, etc., etc. That's what the plugin does. So it's a pretty cool system. And of course, once they finish the edit, they can bring it back into Next, but it goes into a placeholder that's been set up already in the gallery. So we'll kind of inject the final video directly into the rundown in the gallery once it's finished in here. So as soon as it's PAD and ready to go, it goes straight into the gallery. There's no other steps in between that the editors have to take because it's a single consolidated solution. So welcome to TV Monaco's gallery. As you can see, all set out. We have the nxtedition rundown here, Vision Mixer here, Sony Vision Mixer. We've got all the positions, all the lighting, for instance, all the camera shading behind me here, and of course the multi-viewer in front of us. So this is where all the action happens. And we just take next, we start the show, right? So as you can see on TX now, this VT is playing here. It's switched on the Vision Mixer here. And then we can just step through each of our VTs, the graphics come on and off. So this is like the top stories that we're going to do for the day. Of course, we can change stuff by just opening up the rundown directly here. So we can get at the script and change the prompter, we can change what videos there are, what the graphics, etc. Just, you get the idea. And the rundown scrolls as we roll. It's really, really simple to run. So over there we've got the main director's position, which is where the main rundown is queued. But on this corner here we just have like a sub-director who's basically also got the rundown here, but at the same time the shot box, so they're able to do different things like put graphics on, QVTs, anything that we put in the shot box during the show. They've just got this touch screen here where they can just push that and it will make things come on and off the screens.
I would say it helped a lot to use nxtedition because the user interface is quite simple and intuitive. So it means that it was easy to train the people that arrive quite late in the timing of the project.
So this is the studio at TV Monaco. It's a beautiful studio. It's actually designed to look like the rocks and the sea. It's actually quite an interesting design. So these flowing lines that you have here and the rocks upon the walls here are made out of wood. And of course the video wall here at the background. And that's controlled by the Next system as well. The presenter sits here. They have the control for the prompter here. The prompter's on the cameras over there, also controlled by Next. And they have also a Next system right here under the desk, so they can actually change the script themselves if they want to. So, you know, it's a beautiful studio. It's very simply run. There's not a lot of equipment in here either because we don't need lots of boxes, obviously, because of the Next system. So one of my favorite places. I really love this studio. It's very beautiful.
Thanks to nxtedition tool, we know that we are capable to address all our needs now and in the future. We have a very warm support from the nxtedition team that's helping us a lot to address all the features that we are requesting depending on our needs. It's something that makes me very confident about, as it is our central tool to work every day for a lot of the teams at TV Monaco. It's something that's very important that we can look in the future with this tool.
So as evening fell, and on my way to have dinner with Sylvain, I stopped off a very famous location because I had a really interesting thought. If you're a Formula One fan, you'll probably recognise behind me is the Fairmont hairpin. And it's quite a good analogy, sort of best of breed, because, you know, 30 cars all piling into here at the same time is only going to lead to one thing: a lot of accidents, a lot of mistakes, a lot of crashes. Whereas if you have just one car going around there, goes around real smooth, real nice, no problems. Look at that one there. Just goes around the corner without any problems. And that's sort of an analogy for, you know, you're putting all these different systems together and then trying to break a news story, you push them into a corner like this, and, you know, you're going to have failures, you're going to have accidents. There's an interesting contrast in all of this. Monaco is widely associated with scale, engineering ambition, and visible complexity, and you might expect its broadcaster to mirror that character, but TV Monaco may actually be one of the simplest national broadcasters ever built, because the real innovation here isn't what they added, it's what they removed. TV Monaco didn't inherit broadcast architecture, they had the rare opportunity to design it. And what they created offers a glimpse of something increasingly important: a simpler, more unified and more human way to make television. And along the way, I even discovered that in Monaco you sometimes find yourself stepping into unexpected roles, because for a brief moment during rehearsals, as I was a stand-in, I truly became Princess Leia. But joking aside, what TV Monaco represents is something important. When technology is designed around the workflow and the people, and when systems are consolidated instead of fragmented, broadcasting becomes simpler again. And that kind of consolidation allows a modern broadcaster to move faster, adapt quickly, and keep its focus where it belongs: on the story.